everyone, welcome to my channel and I am Anisha. This is the part 4, the final vlog of my solo Euro trip vlog series. I hope you enjoyed the first 3 videos and traveled to Prague, Berlin and Amsterdam virtually. If you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button now. If you did stick around till the end in my previous vlog from Amsterdam, then you would know that I missed my train to Paris. Interesting enough to miss a train in a foreign land while traveling solo, right? If you are interested to know what I did next, please check out my previous video to know the story. And here I am at the Paris North station. Tada! The vibe at the station depicted beauty in itself, and I'm really excited to see how beautiful the city is for real. Before I step out in the city, let me go ahead and give you a quick tour of the hostel that I stayed at. So I booked St. Christopher's Inn Hostel. This topped my selection criteria because of its close proximity to the station. Nearly 200 meters from Gare du Nord, it was hardly a 5 minutes walk for me to reach the hostel. Also have a Belushi's bar in-house. I did my booking via hostelworld.com, but if you book directly with them, they give you free breakfast, which is otherwise for €5. And this is the check-in area at the hostel. And here are the top 5 recommendations for everything you would want to do while in Paris. Talking about the hostel in general, I liked everything about it, including the spacious dorms. Hey yeah, it's time to step out and explore the city. Like every other time, I am going to join a free walking tour and know more about Paris. In order to get to the location from where the walking tour would start, I need to take a metro. Let's go ahead and figure out the ticketing system and reach Place Saint Michael to join the walking tour. In Paris, there are 5 metro zones and the guide recommended to buy single tickets for each ride, as otherwise you would end up paying extra. So I got 2 single ride passes for myself. And I'm in the metro. And I have reached Fontaine Saint Michael, and this is where the walking tour starts. And we all get going. And walking by the beautiful Seine River that flows through Paris. Yes, there was some sunshine, but it was really windy and cold. And that, across the road, is the famous French monument, the Notre Dame Cathedral. Now, this wasn't open for visitors at that moment because it was being reconstructed after the devastating fire incident that took place on 15th April 2019. The blue line on the map is the River Seine, and there are 37 bridges in Paris across the river. We are at Pont Neuf Bridge. It is the oldest standing bridge across the River Seine in Paris. The stone masks that you see are called mascarons. They are 381 in number across the bridge. On the left is the Institute of France, and on the right is the famous Lovelock Bridge. Since 2008, tourists have been attaching padlocks on the railing of the bridge and throwing the key into the River Seine as a romantic gesture, which is indeed a miss for tourists visiting after 2015. Currently, you don't see any locks here because in 2015, one part of the bridge collapsed because of the extra weight of the logs. And the government thereafter decided to remove all the logs and replace the railing with a special glass to prevent the logs from being attached. But humans, you know, right? This marks the end of the walking tour, and I'm really excited to see the Louvre Pyramid right in front of me. Museum that has the most famous Mona Lisa painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, Louvre is closed on Tuesdays. Be mindful whenever you're planning your trip to Paris. So I just walked around a bit, took a few photos with the pyramid, had tea from an Indian tea seller, and then decided to head to the Eiffel Tower but be back again here tomorrow. It's time for a metro ride again to get to the Eiffel Tower. So I've got down at the metro station. This is the metro station where you need to get down if you want to go to Eiffel Tower. Okay, so can you guess where I am? I can see the Eiffel Tower in front of me, though I've still not reached the exact spot, but I can see the Eiffel Tower. So I'm yet to walk to the spot, so let's keep walking. Yay, I can see it! So I am at the Eiffel Tower finally, and I'm right under the tower. As you can see, the 4 gates. There's some construction going on, so one of the gates doesn't look so pretty. And here is the top view. So I'm gonna buy a ticket and go up the tower and see what it looks like, what Paris looks like from the top of the Eiffel Tower. So I've got my ticket to go up the Eiffel Tower. There are 2 ways by which you can go up. One is by the elevator, another is by the stairs. I've chosen stairs to go till the 2nd floor. Let's see how it is. So I am going up the Eiffel Tower and I'm on the stairs right now. It's 700 stairs to the 2nd floor. Eiffel Tower is 324 meters tall. I'm tired. Oh yes, and I've reached the 1st floor. At the 1st floor, there are a couple of restaurants for you to recharge, a few interactive shows for you to learn more about the monument and its construction, and not to miss the walk on the transparent glass floor over the void below. And obviously, an observation deck for you to walk around and enjoy the view. The city is starting to light up and I am going to head to the 2nd floor. It's time to climb a few more stairs again. And the City of Lights at its best. Loving it. Sending everyone a lot of love from the City of Love. The top of the Eiffel Tower was closed temporarily because of some reconstruction work going on at that moment. If you plan to have dinner or a glass of wine at any of the restaurants in the Eiffel Tower, then make sure to book yourself a table beforehand. It's time to go back now and I'm going to take the elevator for my ride to the ground floor. This marks the end of my visit to the iconic monument, Eiffel Tower. Ta-da! It's time to head back and grab something for dinner. This was the last leg of my trip, and until now I managed to find vegan options for all my meals, and this one was certainly the best of all until now. I highly recommend it if you're looking for vegan options or no meat options while in Paris.
another day in Paris, and here I am.
First thing on my list for the day is to go and eat some really nice crepes. If you don't know what a crepe is, it's a French specialty with its origin in France. It's more like a thin pancake. Based on the recommendation from a volunteer at the hostel reception, I'm here at Kasha. It's a crepe only place. You can choose between a sweet or a savory one. I went in for a savory crepe. Ta-da! Next, I am headed to the Louvre Museum, but while I am on my way to the nearest metro station, I come across this monument called Place de la Bastille, which is where the Bastille prison stood once, and its significance is from 1790 during the French Revolution. And here I am at the Louvre Museum again. You can closely see the pyramids from the outside and inside now. Here, I walked the blue carpet to go inside and get my tickets. The Louvre Museum is the world's largest art museum. It's a former fortress and royal palace. It is indeed awe-inspiring to see a museum so big that if you were to admire each art piece in the museum, it will take you more than 3 full days. It has over 35,000 artworks exhibited. Even if art doesn't interest you, I'd say spending half a day or more at the museum is absolutely worth it. The museum is divided into 3 wings: the Denon wing, Sully wing, and the Richelieu wing. Now I'm going to look for where the Mona Lisa painting is, and that's in the Denon wing. So let's get going. Yay, I'm here. This exhibit area is usually so crowded, and there is a long queue to see the Mona Lisa painting by Leonardo da Vinci. After going through the queue, every visitor has about 30 seconds to see the painting. I'll quickly share a few facts about the painting. The painting is of an Italian noblewoman named Lisa Gherardini, and Mona in Italian is similar to ma'am or madam, and hence the painting Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci was an Italian artist, and this is believed to have been painted in the early 1500s. Now, how did it land in France? The painting was acquired by King Francis of France, and since then it has been the property of French Republic. The painting wasn't popular until it was stolen on 21st August 1911 by an Italian patriot who believed that Leonardo's painting should have been in an Italian museum. And thereafter, there have been a couple of attacks on the painting as well in the museum. And the glass that you see on the painting is a bulletproof glass to protect it from the attacks. This gallery is the one with all the French crown jewels. I hope you enjoyed the architecture, interiors, paintings, and sculptures so far. Next, I am moving to the Richelieu wing to check out the Napoleon III apartments. Well, Napoleon III, or Charles Louis Napoleon Bonaparte, was the first president of French Republic, and he ruled from December 1848 to December 1852. The Louvre was a formal royal residence, but it has been rebuilt many times. The interiors are outstanding, and the magnificent chandeliers were really overwhelming. And the dining room was the most impressive one, with this huge dining table and the ceiling that feels like sky above. Moving on to the third wing, which is the Sully wing, and the highlight here is the medieval Louvre. Long before Louvre became a public museum, it was a fortress, and here you will be able to see the remains of the medieval foundations. This marks the end of my visit to the Louvre Museum, and I'm really tired walking through the day. I'm stepping out of the Louvre Museum and headed to another beautiful place, Sacre-Coeur Basilica. And yes, I did climb these many stairs. It is also known as the Basilica of the Sacred Heart of Paris and is located at the highest point in the city. Next on my list is visiting another famous monument, Arc de Triomphe. I could see the monument right across the road, but it wasn't so straightforward to reach there. This iconic monument honors those who fought and died for France during multiple wars. The names are inscribed on the inner and outer surfaces of the monument. There is also a tomb of an unknown soldier from World War I beneath the vault, they say. So, Arc de Triomphe is located at one end of the Champs-Elysees street, so next up on my list is to take a leisurely stroll at the Champs-Elysees shopping street. It's a shopper's paradise and known to be the world's most beautiful avenue. You will find all sorts of known luxury brands and as well as the common and affordable ones. There are also a lot of places for theatre lovers or film enthusiasts, and of course a lot of bars and cafes for you to hang out at. Well, also a lot of French glamour at Lido. It was a lot of fun to have the opportunity to visit the world famous shopping street in Paris, and now I'm headed back to the hostel to call it a day. I cannot resist to mention that the crowded metro stations do remind me of the Delhi metro.
You can have it your way. How do you want it? You don't have that thing up and she don't push up on it. Temperature rise, okay, you go to the next level. There's sports in the back, honestly, TK. I'm really down for you now, baby, it's simple. I've been info. You know, something in the back of the rain, some on the beach and strong.
It's 4 a.m. the next morning and I'm headed to the Paris airport to fly back to India. Yay! Bye bye Paris. Before I arrive in India, there is one more stop with another exciting experience. I had a stopover at the Zurich airport and this time my flight was from Gate E, and here I had access to the observation deck from where I had a chance to see the aircrafts taking off and landing from really close. The view was spectacular. The observation deck is accessible only to passengers with the boarding pass following the security checks. If you're ever flying out of the Zurich airport in the future and your flight is from Gate E, make sure to look for the board signs to get you to the observation deck and enjoy the experience. This marks the end of my solo trip and I am headed back home. Please like, comment and share the video, and if you still haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe now. And thank you for watching.